love? It is your girl Chantel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. As you see from the title, we are going to react to a Kendra G's clip. It says he wants a feminine woman, no weave, lashes, and heavy makeup. Don't make more than 50K. And Lord, when I tell you, that statement got a lot of women triggered.
Look at you. You mad. You big mad.
But you know, we know better than that over here. We seek an understanding. We try to hear a different perspective, right? Before we get triggered. So let's go ahead and do that. But of course, before we dive into the video, don't forget to hit the like button. And if you like my content and you're always watching my videos, or if you like what I'm saying in this video, might as well you hit the subscribe button too. Might as well. But let's get into it. Shout out to Kendra G for providing content for us to react to. Let's take a listen.
So we got Hollis, Tennessee, 41 is a Pisces, systems administrator.
Correct.
No kids, divorced March of this year. What kind of woman you looking for?
He was divorced March of this year and he already on a dating show. Hey, it ain't me to judge.
Okay, I'm looking for a woman who is feminine, nurturing, family-oriented, and intelligent.
Okay.
What are your deal breakers?
Ooh, oh boy. Someone who's perpetually on social media, kind of weaves, wigs, long lashes, lots of makeup. No, that's not a shot at you, Kendra. You look fantastic.
No,
Shots
listen,
fired.
I am everything you just said.
Yeah. No, it's not a shot, Kendra. You look great, especially.
No, it's fine. I'm not offended. Continue.
Right. Smokers, tattoos, like full sleeve tattoos, neck tattoos, face tattoos, big chest tattoos. I have this list here. Don't be too overweight. You know, I'm not in the best shape myself, but like if you're 230, 5'1", like that's a little much for me. And I'm looking.
What? Oh, 230 pounds.
Yeah, like 230 pounds, like 5'1". That's a lot. It's not really so much about the weight on the scale. It's more about the shape. You know what I mean? If she's shaped right, but by proportion, right? So if I had to say like a type, I would prefer a girl who's like smaller on top and bigger on the bottom.
You want that big booty Judy.
Like that's a body type that I'm not really into that much. But you know, I'm just regular, medium ugly, so I'm not asking for a lot. Just a regular girl. You know what I'm saying? I'm open to any race. I'm not, too picky on that. Like I said, I kind of gave a little details as to what I don't like. Other than that, just a regular, like plain woman. Like I don't need any fine, super, Instagram model. Not look for anything crazy. Just a plain girl. That's it.
A plain girl. That's it. Okay. What about money? Should she make a certain amount of money?
Ooh. All right.
Here's where it comes in.
Because I'm old and they're going to say, oh, you're a sugar daddy and what have you. But I'm looking for a woman between the ages of 22 and 28, hopefully childless, hopefully making less than $50,000 a year.
Woo! Okay, so you're 41. You want a woman almost 20 years younger than you.
That's correct.
Okay. And you said between the ages of 22 and what?
30. About 30. 30's fine,
22 and 30?
Yeah.
22 and 30, and no kids?
No kids. Correct.
And you don't want her to make more than 50,000?
Correct.
Is there a reason?
Okay. I personally so far don't really hear anything wrong with on any standard. More than likely a woman between 22 and 30 is probably not going to be making a lot of money, and depending on her career, so it's not like he's asking for a 40-year-old woman making less than 50K. So I personally don't see anything wrong with it, but let us hear his reasoning behind it.
Reason?
Yes, there is a reason, because it's really out of fairness. It's not a place of misogyny. Me personally, I make around 90K. And if I were to ask a woman to quit her career potentially and stay home to raise kids for, while they're not school age, it's going to be very difficult for her to want to sacrifice a career that she went to school 4 to 6 years after high school, making a lot of money. It's not fair for me to ask her to quit that career. You know what I mean? So I'm looking for someone who I wouldn't ask someone to do something that I wouldn't do. Like if she was telling me to quit my career, I'm not quitting my career. I worked hard, so.
So you want a woman that doesn't have a career, basically?
Yes, I wouldn't mind if she were more entrepreneurial, maybe creative, maybe like a hairdresser or something that maybe she could do as a side hustle. I do programming and things of that nature, so I would help her build whatever business. So yeah, I got no issue with that. But it's just that the older you get, the more things you acquire. For instance, like women in my tax bracket, which is not the highest, or 100K, they live lives that are much more extravagant than mine. They go to brunch and spend $100 with their homegirls, go on girls trips, Turks and Caicos, stay in first class, fly first class, stay in all-inclusive resorts. Like for them to quit that lifestyle and live on my 90K budget, it's going to be too much. It's too much to ask a woman who's in my tax bracket or education area. So I just don't even expect it. I'm not going to ask them to make that sacrifice because nobody's going to sacrifice to be in a relationship with me. Someone's going to want to get their life upgraded. You know what I mean? Not downgraded. So.
Okay, you really thought about this.
Yeah.
Hollis, are you on the Kendra G singles dating app?
Yes.
All right, I'll stop it right there, y'all. I personally think that he made some really good points. As I said, a woman that is in her 20s more than likely is not going to be making a significant amount. It's usually when you get established in your career, you're making the high, 70s, 80s, 90s. So he's being strategic and he's saying, I want to be able to provide 100% so my wife can stay home with the kids. Now, if I pick up someone who had to be in school for 6-8 years, it would be unfair to ask her to sacrifice her career. She spends all that time and that money investing in her career. So let me look for someone who may not necessarily have a career or is not making a significant amount of money that is going to be a hindrance or a downgrade to a lifestyle that she is accustomed to be with me. Now that makes perfect sense. Let us even acknowledge that he said that, if she has a side hustle, if she has a business, I'll support her. I'll do whatever, she will still be bringing in additional income in the household, but it's not something that's going to take her away from raising the kids and preparing a home for the family. Y'all, I understood what this man say. Unfortunately, they ate him up in the comment section. Why? Because majority of people don't be using their common sense.
Use your common sense.
Majority of people don't be thinking logically. They don't be thinking strategically. They think in their emotions. They hear what this man said and they're going to react emotionally. So we have the first, shout out to Bethany. I know Bethany is a loyal subscriber to the channel. She has said he gave some great points and was able to articulate himself well. Shout out to Bethany. The women who have their heads on their bodies understood what he was saying. But of course, let's hear it. The Sim says, just say welfare. At what point did he say he wants a woman on welfare? He articulated himself well and he gave his reason. He gave his reason why he wanted what he wanted. How are you interpreting that as welfare?
Come on, man. You don't know better than that as a cool person. Come on, man.
Somebody else said, hold on. Imagine you get a raise to 60K and he's like, hell nah. Just being stupid. They're just in here trying to be stupid. Though make more than 50K is crazy to say in 2024. He asked for a specific age group. He wants someone he can control. I got it. He wants someone who can be able to prioritize the household over their jobs, over their career. And more than likely, a job is going to pay 50K compared to a career like a lawyer or a doctor. Come on now, it's time for us to use our common sense. Someone said controlling, power dynamic. This screams abuse. This screams abuse. Ladies, y'all better run. It gave be pretty enough, I like you, but not too pretty that a lot of guys will be after you. How did he even, how? He did not even mention looks like that. He just said he want a normal, average girl, no makeup, no lashes, no weave. How now it's giving, oh, I don't want nobody else to want you. Makes enough money, but not too much that'll make me feel insecure as a man. No, make enough money, but not too much where you will feel as though walking away to take care of the children and the household is going to be a sacrifice. But he's well spoken, so I guess what 41-year-old man wants a 22-year-old woman? A 41-year-old man who understands that the younger the woman is, the less corrupted her mind is. That's why I encourage you, young ladies, you're in your early 20s, prioritize dating and relationship now, because in these streets, in these comment section, there are people out there to corrupt your mind. There are too many illogical people on social media, too many illogical people on TikTok and in these reality TV shows. Oh, what 40-year-old want a 22 woman? If he's old enough to be your dad, it's probably a no. These situations typically will never work. And how much you want to bet that person? Let me not even. It's okay to be the breadwinner, but actually saying you want a woman that's less than or lacks accomplishments in her own right seems a bit weird. The point went over so many people's head. It is sad. It is sad to observe how many people lack the ability to grasp such a simple concept, such a simple point. This man articulated himself well. He said why he wanted. He said, listen, this is my preference. Kendra, I know I just described you, but these are my preferences. And this is why I want a woman who makes this amount. And he did it so well. A lot of these people bawling about how much they want a man who will take care of them and who will pay the bill and be responsible and be a leader and all these things. And here is a man who is saying, not only am I a leader, but I have foresight. And I know if I pick up a wife who has her PhD, shout out to Kevin Samuels. I know if I pick up a wife who has her PhD, she's more than likely not going to want to step away from her career to take care of the household, to allow me to pay 100% of the bill, to allow me to give her that freedom to stay home with the kids. Never did this man say he don't want his woman to work or to contribute financially. He just knows, he has the foresight to know that, okay, if she makes a certain amount, more than likely, she's going to have to downgrade her lifestyle that she's already accustomed to be home with the kids. Now, over here, the people who support my channel, who support my content, as I said, like Bethany, I saw her in the comment section, Bethany saying, he articulated himself well, and, shout out to her. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate that you guys can hear a perspective and not get in your feelings, not jump to your feelings. Realize that you guys are the minority in this day and age. Too many people, both men and women, put their feelings first. They hear this statement and they're just quick in their feelings without gaining an understanding. Young ladies, I'm encouraging you to gain an understanding. You want a man to provide and protect. You want this kind of man who's going to say, you can stay home with the kids, have your little side hustle, but I'm going to be responsible for the household financially. Have your side hustle, have a part-time job, have something to contribute financially, so we can have some investments, have some savings, probably take a trip or two, but relax your shoulder. You don't have to have this career where they're going to stress you out, and if you don't work, then all your money and your time wasted. If that's what you want, I will encourage you to reconsider before going into those top careers. That's going to cost you your time, and that's going to cost you your money, those student loans. I would love to hear you guys' opinion. Please leave them in the comments section. If you have not already, go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It is your girl Chantelle. Shout out to Kendra G for this clip. I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.